If you wanted to record separate narration over a video file that maybe didn't have any narration before, you can use this feature here to record narration. When you click on it, you'll see there's a record button. It'll voice record over your slides, your video, whatever you have. And then when you're finished, you'll use stop. It'll ask you and prompt you to save the file. So for instance, you can watch test, 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 and then I'll hit stop and it'll ask me to save it here. Once I save the file, I can see that the recording has come up under here, the narration. And if I play back from that starting point, test, 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 the narration file is separate down here. Now, when I export the file, it will all be together. But if I wanted to do any editing to that, I could right-click that as well. If I recorded it in the wrong spot, but it actually was the right file, I can move this narration file to somewhere else in the video if I wanted to. So if you wanted it somewhere else, you could do that as well. You can also have two different sound overlays at the same time. So you can see there is sound in this file right here, and there's narration sound in this file down here as well. So when you first open Movie Maker, you'll see you can hear them both playing at the same time. I'm not sure if you would have a need for a feature like that, but just in case maybe someone's speaking over music or something like that, it might be helpful. I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't really need that file in my video. It was just an example. Here are some different themes for auto movies that you might want to use. If you're just getting started, it might be a great way to make it a little bit more interesting where you don't have to necessarily create them all on your own. Just kind of depends how fancy you want to get. I'm not all that fancy, kind of cut right to the point, but if you're making something that's for a final display project, it might be helpful.